one of my customers came into my store and asked me, did I teach martial arts? And I said, yes, I have been teaching martial arts most of my life. And he was amazed and he said, wow, I never would have known that. I said, known what? He said that you were even into martial arts. He said, you don't look like the type. I said, what does the type look like? He said, I'm not trying to be funny or anything. He said, but you don't look like the type. Like, most people wouldn't know that you was into martial arts by your personality. I said, well, I think for the most part, that's the whole idea behind being a martial artist, especially a master, is that you don't walk around with your chest stuck out trying to be cocky. Some do, but that's not true to what a true martial artist is. Now, he said, "You still teaching?" And I said, "Yes, I'm still teaching. I teach during the week." And I told him that I have been in the martial arts. This coming summer will be 50 years. I've been in the martial arts, and I've studied more than one discipline. 50 years. That's a long time. He said, "Wow, I never would have known that." I told him I'm so engrossed in martial arts that when I competed, I won many championships. I have actually over 200 medals and trophies from competition. And I have taught at the Cincinnati Arts Consortium as the main martial arts instructor. I've taught at many martial arts programs. I've been in the paper, newspaper. I've been in City Beat. I've been on public access television teaching. I have videos of me doing martial arts or teaching martial arts. Uh, I even ventured off into a martial arts film back in the early 90s, but I had to put a stop to it because of production issues. I just never pursued that. But I've done a lot of things as far as martial arts is concerned. I've taught over 1,000 students in my career, and I still am an active martial arts instructor. Notwithstanding arthritis, I still teach. And I'm working on a book as well. So I've been around the block. I've been in the martial arts for quite a while, and I'm old school. Old school to mean that I know my stuff. I know the science of what I do. I know the science of martial arts. There's a lot of people who are new generation martial artists who like to talk down on the old school martial arts instructors, but I'm not the one to be played with because I know the core, the foundation of what I have been taught and what I teach. There are a lot of these guys who have 10 years under their belt, no pun intended, 20 years, 25 years in martial arts. And all they're studying is simply the physical aspect of martial arts, grappling on the ground and jiu-jitsu only or MMA only. I was doing MMA before there was ever any so-called MMA. Back in the day, I've studied more than one discipline, from standing to the ground. So I think that qualifies me as a martial artist. And I was not one of those guys that joined a club who's just simply been in the roll book for 20, 30, 40 years. No, that's not me. There's a lot of people who want to use that as accreditation. I've been in karate 40 years or 50 years. There's a lot of people who say that, but they have not been an instrument in the community. They have not done anything to promote martial arts or the martial science, as it were. I have, and I do. And that's the difference. When you are a martial artist, you don't retire. You don't sit, kick your feet up, and say, well, I'm done competing or teaching or what have you. That's not a martial artist. That's something else. That's a job. Martial arts is a way of life, and it is my way of life. And I'm speaking for myself, brother teacher. I hope this little insight open up somebody's mind about being true to your craft. Just train.